Good afternoon and welcome back to the Legit Culinary Think Tank. Today I want to take a few minutes and talk really quickly about a scaling station. So this is key and critical to the pre-setup of a run and absolutely important to have everything together. It saves so much time when we start getting our recipes scaled. Once we get all our ingredients together, I'll often set up a cart with everything that I need for the run. And then I'll have the various containers that I need, everything from a little 2-ounce container all the way up to a 32-ounce container. And I'll put these item numbers and the source for these down below in the information for the video. They make these in 2-quart containers as well. So all the increments I have is a 2-ounce container, 4-ounce container with lid. Then there's an 8-ounce, a 12-ounce, 14-ounce, and then I go to a 32-ounce. And then for some of the bigger products, I use these. These are reusable containers, and most of these have all been reused. So for practice, I'll reuse the same container over and over and over again. And then for the big show all the way in the end, I will make it a point to have a fresh set of everything, fresh labels all laid out for these containers. So just a quick stop over to berlinpackaging.com. This is just a quick shopping cart that I made up with the same containers that I normally use. I'll put all these item numbers down below in the description of the video. One of the great things about these containers is the fact that the lids work for multiple containers. So there's an 8-ounce container, there's a 12-ounce, there's a 14-ounce, and there's a 16-ounce. They all take the same lid. And then there's larger containers for larger quantities, especially in competition. There's a 32-ounce and a 48-ounce. There's also a 64-ounce, but I've never really found a need for the 64-ounce container. And those 3 containers also take the same lids. A little bit more expensive than your standard deli container, but they really nest nicely and they fit really, really, really well onto a half sheet tray, quarter sheet tray, 1/8 sheet tray. I find that the square containers take up less space, and especially when we're talking about the 32-ounce and the 48-ounce containers, they have a much lower profile, so you can stack or you can take up a lot less space in the refrigerator. All right, so the next thing that we're going to talk about as part of the scaling station are the scales themselves. We have a gram scale, or a scale that can be in grams. This goes up to 10 pounds. We have our little microgram scale that measures in 1/10 of grams. Spoons for scaling ingredients. I like my little offset if I'm using powders, little products like Ultratex and things like that, where I need 0.1 of a gram or 0.2, 0.3. These are really great tools. And then small little spoons make a big difference for me. I'll also have little pieces of parchment paper in the earlier stages for labeling trays, and then blue tape, scissors, and a Sharpie. I know that containers in a scaling station are fairly task specific and really maybe dull information, but really what I want to present is the idea of thinking through everything to a much deeper degree. If you're looking at your containers and if you're trying to maximize refrigerator space, you're going to catch all the little glitches and all the little stops that are going to come your way during a run or during a practice or even in service and life in the kitchen. The devil is in the details, and that never changes. And the more of those that you can control, the more in control of your success you're going to be. If I can help one person overcome obstacles so that you can focus on cooking better food or doing a better job in the kitchen, working more efficiently, working more effectively, then I feel like I've accomplished my task. I'm here to share what I know and save chefs the time and energy from figuring out things that I've already spent time and energy figuring out, and my mentors have spent time and energy figuring out.
My whole goal here is so that anybody watching this starts where I'm at now, instead of starting where I started when I started cooking 25 years ago. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Hopefully you learned something. I hope I didn't bore you with my material. If you like what you heard, you like what you saw, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, stay tuned. I got a lot of really cool videos coming out ahead. If you haven't already, check out my Instagram at glford. So smash that subscribe button and I'll see you soon. I think it'd be really cool if you learned something here today that you think somebody else would find of value. Give this a share and let me know if you have any ideas for some future episodes, some other things in specific you'd like to learn.